Bio Atinga, COP John Kudalo, COP Prosper Kwame Aglo, COP David Asante Aputu, COP Stephen Andokofi, COP James Opombuano, COP Frank Edupoku, and COP Patrick Eden Tembela to be considered for the high office. However, unlike his immediate predecessor and all others, Mohammed Ahmed Al-Hassan, who served in various capacities under the United Nations, is still at post 10 clear days after his compulsory 3-month leave date, without any indications when he exits. Under the 1992 Constitution, the President has the prerogative to extend any appointee's tenure, and whoever wish has to apply through the Interior Minister. Our checks confirm that Mohammed Ahmed Al-Hassan was born in Accra on January 21, 1954, implying that he will be exactly 60 years on January 21, 2014. So, who will be the next Inspector General of Police? TV3 Investigates will keep viewers updated on this development.
And we have on phone Dr. Kwesi Enin. He is the head of research, Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
All right. What is it that requires an important institution like the police service to have changes in the procedures of appointing an IGP?
Well, I think the bottom line really is about effectiveness, service delivery, and an ability, according to the Police Act, of protecting lives and property. So I think it's of crucial importance that the service is always kept on its toes in terms of its rules and regulations to ensure, that some of the usual bureaucratic processes and hindrances are reduced to the barest of minimum.
All right, with that kind of policing, what kind of IGP do you think Ghana needs, coming from a security expert?
Well, I've always argued truly that what we need is an IGP who is not necessarily a police officer. An IGP who runs the service, certainly as a security institution, but also transforms it and makes it more effective in terms of its service delivery, precisely because of the internal institutional culture. Even when an IGP, who is a police officer, is supremely effective, and I would argue the last two IGPs that we have had, the present one and the previous one, I would say kudos to them. I will still argue that a truly transformative Ghana police service can be easier attained when we get somebody who comes from the private sector world and runs this huge institution more or less like business.
All right, we are picking information from the police service that the current IGP, Mohammed Al-Hassan, is likely to be maintained. You're looking at extending his tenure. What are your impressions?
Well, I think there are several things. One is, do we want to stick to the prevailing rules that says after a certain age you've got to go on pension, or do we want to say that an institution can be in such a critical state that occasionally we may need to maintain an effective manager who may or may not necessarily have reached his or her retirement age? Both options have challenges, but let me speak to the second one. Precisely because the regulations have not been changed, and that the existing regulations argues that people will have to be pensioned at a certain age, and it's a fairly routine process. If the law is not changed before an extension is made, that contributes and deepens the tensions and the bureaucratic inertia that I think the Vice President alluded to last night. And I think that is the calculus that the Police Council, but certainly the government must make in making this decision as to whether to extend Mr. Al-Hassan's contract. There is no doubt that the traffic management system that he has put in place has brought serious discipline on our roads. Though the issues of give me 5 cedis, 10 cedis, 2 cedis, and 1 cedi is still a major problem. I mean, corruption is still a major problem. Bribery is still a major problem. General indiscipline, the further you travel away from Accra and the regional capitals, are still problems. But I think what we are looking at will be the bureaucratic infighting at the very top among assistant commissioners, among the commissioners, the individuals who sit on the HEMAB, who are looking forward to being promoted to that position. So this is a very dicey issue that I think both the council and the government will have to tread quite carefully.
All right, thank you very much for speaking to us, Dr. Kwesi Yenin. He is the head of research at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, and he has been speaking to us on the appointment of IGPs.